Hey, David, it's been a while since you pitched in the ninth inning. How did that kind of feel out there today?
It's fun, to be out there to have a chance to help us win and to finish a baseball game. I haven't had very many opportunities to do that, but the opportunities that I have, it's just it's definitely a different feeling, and it's a lot of fun.
Did you keep the ball or anything like that, or did Aki Wamura steal this one as well for you?
No, I got the ball. Got it authenticated, so that was cool. Probably send it off to my parents and let them just put it on their mantle.
And kind of doing this on Jackie Robinson Day, did that have a kind of special, an even more special meaning for you?
Yeah, I mean that's the first time I've been able to pitch on this day, so that was extremely special to me. Especially wearing the Dodger blue. Wanted to go out there and finish the game and get that save. And first two hitters, didn't end up the way I wanted it to, but we were able to continue to make pitches, and things ended up the way I envisioned they would.
Thanks, David.
Next question is from JP Hoornstra. Go ahead.
Yeah, David. Dave was on just a minute ago telling us that he likes sort of the rhythm you've been getting into with your between appearances routine. Put that into your own words. Just how's that going for you? How comfortable are you right now as a relief pitcher?
Getting more comfortable by the day. By the appearance. Just being able to develop my own routine out in the bullpen. I think is something I'm still continuing to work on. But it's gotten better since the first game in Colorado. Just knowing when I need to get up and start doing, my little stretches and getting my arm loose, getting my legs loose, just kind of learning that on the fly and watching the guys that we have in the bullpen, kind of watching what they do and just picking up little stuff here and there from them and kind of trying to develop my own routine.
And when Dave came to you, I guess it was before today's game, and said, "You're our closer tonight," what's your first thought?
Say that one more time.
Dave said that he came to you before today's game and said, "You're going to be the closer tonight if a safe situation presents itself." What was your first thought in that moment?
I can't really repeat what I said, but I was I was excited for it. He told me right in the training room right before we went out for the anthem. So I was pumped for it, and I was happy Max hit that big home run, and just Dennis threw the ball the way that he did in the eighth inning and really set it up for that ninth. So everything kind of unfolded really well at the end of that game, and that was cool to be a part of.
Thank you.
Next question is from Mike DiGiovanna. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I forgot to lower my hand. Thanks anyway.
Next question is from Bill Shaikin. Go ahead.
David, when you mentioned that the ball was authenticated, is that some mandatory thing, or were you worried that your parents wouldn't believe you unless you actually got it authenticated?
Well, my parents definitely didn't see it because they're on the East Coast, so it's late over there. So I'm looking forward to getting those texts and that phone call from them tomorrow morning. But Juan, was it you that came and got it? I mean, I didn't even think about it. I guess that was my first regular season save. I mean, I guess that's the first save that I've gotten where I've gotten to keep the ball. So I did need to get that authenticated. My parents will be really proud.
Did the Rays keep the ball from your last save?
Not the Rays, but Aki, our second baseman, who caught the ball. He stepped on second base and shoved it in his back pocket, and that was – I think it's in Japan now.
Thank you.
Next question is from Joe Painter Lopez. Go
ahead. David, what was it like for you when you guys went out to the statue? And I mean, I assume that's certainly an emotional thing for a lot of people as, the team gathers everybody in their, uniforms with 42 and Doc talking. And I guess what was that like, and how do you kind of handle sort of an emotional thing like that before a game?
That was really cool. Doc did a really good job, just speaking to everybody from the heart. It was good to hear everything that he had to say, and just to to be able to wear this uniform on Jackie Robinson Day. And that is it's extremely, extremely special, to myself, and I'm sure the rest of my teammates. And for us to be able to win, and that was the last thing that Doc said, we're going to win this game today for Jackie Robinson. And, for us to be able to battle back the way that we did, after that tough sixth inning, this team is tough. We're not going to give up. We don't ever feel like we're out of the game, and that's what special teams do.
And then for you personally, to be able to come into this situation and get that save, what does that say to you about what you can do for this team, kind of all the weapons that you guys have, and for you to know, being able to do that this early in the season?
That was huge. For myself, for my confidence. For our coach's confidence in me. I feel like every time I've went out, my stuff has gotten better. My command has gotten better. Tonight was, the best I've commanded the baseball, up until this point, in my 4 appearances. And, I feel like my arm, it's after every appearance and every day playing catch, it continues to feel stronger. It continues to be quicker, just being able to execute pitches. And that wasn't something I was able to do, in my first 2 outings. And I didn't execute that well in my 3rd outing, my first outing here at Dodger Stadium. But tonight, I commanded the baseball the way that I'm used to doing it. And that was got good results.
Thank you.
Next question's from Nick Hamilton. Go ahead.
Hey, David, congratulations on the win. I want to talk to you a little bit about just obviously today being special, being Jackie Robinson Day, but you, Mookie, several other players around the league donated their game checks towards the Players Alliance. How impactful, how special is that, and what does that mean to you as far as just being a part of that great organization and what you all are doing around various Black and communities of color?
To be a part of that group is very special. To have, our group chat where guys can reach out to any one of us at any time. That's cool. That's the way it needs to be. I just felt like it was the right thing to do. To give my game check. To see what they did, with Pull Up Neighbor, across the entire country, just during that pandemic, being able to not only pass out, baseball equipment, but to be able to pass out food and water just in a time of need to all people. I thought that was something really cool to see. And to see the turnout that we had, in Scottsdale, Arizona, just all the minor league guys, the big league guys, just that's what it's all about. Everybody pulling in the same direction, just being on that same page, just pulling for unity, just everybody respecting one another, and just trying to make everybody equal.
We got time for one more question. Go ahead, Rowan Kavner.
Hey, David, you kind of touched on it a little bit, but I mean, how much extra juice and adrenaline is there when you get the ball in the ninth compared to your other relief appearances this year?
I mean, that was of my 4 appearances. That is, that's the most adrenaline that I've definitely felt. And then in the other games that I've thrown, we were winning by a pretty good margin, and that's a mindset I'm still working on right now. That's tough to do, I think, for any reliever, but it's challenging whenever you're out there and we're winning by 6 or 7 runs. But to be in that spot tonight and to kind of get into that jam with first and second, nobody out, and to be able to continue to make pitches, that goes a long way for myself, my teammates, and our coaching staff. So. I expect to get back out there here, in the next couple of days, and I still know my role out there. We have a very stout bullpen, especially with the way that Kenley and Knievel and Blake have thrown the baseball. So I'm fine with where I'm at in the bullpen with my role. I just want to continue to throw the baseball the way that I have my last 2 outings, and if I continue to do that, Victor as well. He's been unbelievable in the bullpen, but those guys have earned the spots that they have out there, and I just want to kind of earn my keep out in that bullpen. Just keep it going the last 2 outings.
Thank you.